I should say, honored
Toma.
guests.
Kala ko si Charles to dati.
You can blame your almighty
Kita ko to
shogun.
sa Facebook
The
itong
tempests
mukha
around
niya. Kala ko si
Inazuma have been
Charles.
growing all the more fit. Oh, the fleet was fully up to the. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see.
Toma, these two are.
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts.
Okay.
If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Si Kaya rin.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain.
Excited ako makuha si Beatty. Kaya,
Now
gagawin ko muna
then,
to.
first things first.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down.
Don't underestimate. So we have to play by the rules. Even if...
Okay then.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
Galit si ano
I
eh.
see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is?
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Settlement,
I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the Outlander. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Kanjo Commission?
Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Wala pa. This is the first time I heard that thing. Eureka. Again, antok pa ako.
You've...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee...
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
Seryoso?
That's right. 1 million per
Bastero.
applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
400,000?
How you haggle? By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
600
Much
lang.
obliged.
Kaya mahal nun. 400k. Mas pera mo dito sa Inazuma.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more
Para sa
money than
child
sense
man to ba?
gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can... The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association built by and...
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence...
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. Huh. I was going to say nothing is...
Uh-huh. And...
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Really?
Wow.
The
Don't
Rito
ever
Fencer's
sister that
better connected.
I mean, it will take... Connections come at a high price.
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are recently, things seem to... The head of the association is called Carissa.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Ito makakuha ba ako kaya dito? Feel ko makakuha ko. Hindi. Anong gawin ko nga? Nakakuha. Sabi niya makakuha kaya dito. And go to the entrance. Trade. Understand the member of situation. Understand the member of situation.
No.
Saan yun? Kahit pa ata. Ano yun? Go to International Trade Association. Yan. Oh, dito pala.
Hello there. You good.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties.
Left, right, and center.
Renato.
Could decree.
But it's not the root cause. No. What's really those Mora grub?
Oh,
That's right. They just issued an
crystal.
something that eventually. So in order to pay our tax, but then we found we'd only managed. Now there's a. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the... Fontaine, my dear...
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Chris is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention...
Right, and besides, I think this may well be the...
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going...
that vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated... If I remember correctly...
Got it! We're on?
Find the merchant selling. Saan ba ako pwede dito mag-ano? Matulog na lang muna ito. Puntan ko muna ito. Ano to? Meron na pala akong teleport point dito. Ito, puntahan ko muna ito. Mamaya na yan. Kailangan ko lang puntahan yan. Ito. Pinantok ako eh. Bukas na lang. Ito. Pamili mamaya konti. War zone muna ako. Nakakawala yun ang antok eh. Kaso wala nga lang ka party. Ano kaya ito? Sa taas ba ito? Ano kaya ako makakagat dito? Wala pa. Saan to? Pinakataas pa? Ah. Yun, purple. Ayan ang tag dito. Hindi na ako nakakakita ng ganito sa ano eh. Monstads, pati Leo. Liwe. Status of 7. Worship. Yun. Para pa dito sa dalawa. May dalawa pa. Oh, maganda dito. Ganito kalayo. Ang layo ang putik. Para siya mag-teleport lang tayo. Pwede ako tayo eh. Andiyan, 10. Kailangan 10. Kailangan talaga ako. Gusto ko na tapos yung daily task kasi. That's it muna guys. Church muna.